Yeah, I'm grown. I'm old enough now. I feel like I got the right to do that. So I just wanted to get a test and see what is my daddy.
And so you called him?
Yeah, I called him. He was like, he thought I was his son. So that means that...
We don't see nothing funny.
Nah.
But see, I told you that was your dad. I first of all, that is your dad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you took the test with and what you had going on, but that's your dad.
Yeah. It sounds good, but look, I'm just saying.
It sounds good.
Nah, that's the result. The results say what it say now. I can't lie. I can't fake no results. Now, if you had something going on, then the man that was my daddy...
First of all, you ain't had no business going behind my back. That's what you didn't have no business doing.
Yeah, but I just feel like I ain't had no bond with him like that. Like, I knew something was off. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I wanted to go get my results and see what's going on.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, so if I'm hearing this correctly, what's going on in this clip thus far is her son decided on his own free will, since he's 18, he said he grown, to go get a paternity test from the man who he was raised to believe is his dad. And apparently he ain't his dad, because he ain't ever felt no bond with him. And the results that she's holding, apparently. How she fix her mouth to say, first of all, how you go behind my back? Yeah.
These are the people that people are raised by, and we wonder why they're crazy.
That shouldn't be what come out your mouth. It's not okay, y'all. It's not okay. It's really not okay. I don't know the circumstances as to why she kept the truth from him. If his biological dad was some kind of crazy or whatever the case may be. But let me see what she say. Hold on, let's see.
It's okay. You know, I'm old enough, I understand. Now, if my real dad ain't want to take care of me, you know what I'm saying? And
see, some things are better left unsaid.
Oh, okay.
You should just left it like it was. I ain't tell you, I told you that was your dad. You should have went right on with it all these years. You 18 years old, 19 years old now. It's no sense of trying to go behind my back and figure it out. You too old now.
She really fixed her mouth and was like, you should have just went along with what I told you. And that should have been the end of it.
Should have just left well enough alone. Bruh,
So when we be having these conversations, we thinking from the perspective of people with some decent parents. What do we say to people that grow up in households with that is your mama, bruh, and they raised you? Now the Bible say, raise up a child in the way they should go, and they will never depart from it. What happened when you raise them in a way they shouldn't go?
That's why they need Jesus. Because that's the only way they're going to help turn that around. That's terrible. That's really sad. I mean, because I would hope within all them years, that time frame, whatever the reason was that you decided not to keep his dad in his life, if he found out and he comes to you, that you would be a little bit more empathetic, or maybe at that point, because they are grown, tell them like, listen, this is why I decided not to tell you who your father was, because of blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, Z. But not just, you should have left well enough alone. I told you that was your daddy. You should just believe that's your daddy. Like, really?
That's what it looks like when you don't actually have a good reason for what you're doing. So you're just relying on the fact that I'm your mother.
That's not okay, y'all.
And then you have people who be like,
okay.
yo, I don't feel like we need to respect our parents because they do stuff like this. This is when it becomes like those Bible principles about how you're supposed to have respect on your parents. Look, the Bible was sitting there, and there was a situation where these young men, they dad was outside, bucket naked, drunk, sauced, sitting there face down, booty not in the air, but just booty out in the wind. It wasn't in the air. He was just laying flat out in the wind, and they were just like, bruh, what is you doing? And they had to go. They was like, look, you know what? We just gonna cover you up right quick. Just get you, we just gonna get you right. And the Bible was like, even in that situation, your parents is out here wilding out, embarrassing themselves. You still have to have respect for them.
Yikes. Yeah.
Not just because a thank you for them protecting you and making sure you got to be a young man, because they could have just let somebody off you, or they could have let you off yourself. Because sometimes we do stuff so stupid, we almost kill ourselves, especially when we're kids, okay? But it's not just that. It's about order, and it's about respect, because the relationship between a parent and the kids mimics the relationship between God and his people. So your relationship with God is also mimicked by your relationship with your parents. And that's why you should always learn to have fear and respect for your parents, because he wants you to understand that you may not know what's happening right now and what I'm doing in your life. You still need to respect my position in your life as God over you and our personal relationship.
Right.
And you ought not cross certain lines, because you don't know what I went through to get you to where you are. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
And if you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and turn on your post notifications so that way YouTube knows that you appreciate what we're putting down.
What we're putting down.
All right.
The things about the relationship between the husband and wife is also supposed to mimic the relationship between Jesus Christ and the church. So a lot of these relationships that we have where there's respect, there may be times when the people that we're respecting fall short. You still have to have respect, because even though God will never fall short, there are times where he's doing things that you don't agree with or that you don't understand, and you still need to maintain frame and maintain respect despite what's happening. God uses the fallibility of these people in our lives to show us how we are to move in our relationship with him, because he never fails. He never falls short, but you may not always be on the same page with him, and you got to respect him anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw me get my preach on there. I don't know what to preach a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like this, with everything I just said, he still expects you to have respect there. There have been some shout out situations.
Yeah.
Like the priest that he had get married to the prostitute, and she still was prostituting.
Yep.
He was like, you know what? We all know she's a 304. Marry that girl.
They must have been like, what?
Oh, she about to stop? No. Everybody's gonna have their turn. And you still have to marry her.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna save that girl. And he like, but what about me? Well, you're my priest. I need you to do my bidding. Go ahead, hold this L. Cuddle it close to your cheek.
You stupid.
He was like, look, man, I got you on the back end, but you need to take this L on the front end for me, bro. You can do me a solid. He was like, what, I'm going to say no? Of course I'm going to do it. So there are some shout out situations in the Bible with the parents, with the other, significant other. Those boundaries are not expected to be crossed. You still have to have respect, but it don't mean that you obviously can't do everything she tell you to do.
Right.
You gotta, when you get to a certain age, I guess sort of like him, you're gonna have to start moving on your own. I'm so sorry that this is the life that you have experienced.
Bruh.
I'm sorry that was the type of mama that raised you. Get with God and let him be your mama. That's pretty much all I got for you, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you, because that's just rough.
Let him be your everything.
Yeah, let him be your everything, literally. Because how do you tell somebody like that? You still got to have respect for her. You still got to give her da-da-da-da-da. And she out here like that.
It's rough, but yeah,
she knew within that 1 week span that she could have gotten pregnant, that she was with two dudes. She knew. You can't forget, bruh. You can only get pregnant within a certain amount of time.
Listen.
So so she knew this whole. It's not like she didn't know. That's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, it don't even necessarily have to be the fact that she was with two people in a close proximity time. She just may have lied and said, well, listen, I don't want this person to be known as the baby father. You know what I'm saying? So there's that too, for whatever reason.
But didn't he say that the guy was saying that he thought he was the father as well? The guy who was saying that he was his father. I thought the young man said he thought that he was the father as well.
I don't know.
I think if I recall from the clip. But there are situations, like just like you said, where the woman will just be like, I ain't trying. Mind you, you don't want nothing to do with this dude.
But you slept with him.
Yo, we out here, but then like we'll have situations like that where we'll see how crazy it is out here. But then when people get married, they think that they don't have to have any consideration as to whether or not their partner is physically satisfied in a relationship. When you have stuff like that, when you realize that people will sleep with somebody that they do not want to be with just because of the attraction of sleeping with somebody.
Well,
look, talk to your husband, talk to your wife, make sure they good in that department. Okay? Don't just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Anyway, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit that notification. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit all the buttons.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, y'all. That was it. It was short. It was sweet. It was crazy. And everybody knows she was crazy, so we ain't had that much to say. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace. Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. Yes. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.